What's up? It's your boy Big G, back again with yet another video. I'd like to thank everybody for liking and subscribing and walking with your mans in them, to be enlightened and hear some things that you didn't know about Rikers Island, or just being a correction officer, or just being in jail, and what people go through. So right now I got 11,000 subscribers. I remember when I had 1 subscriber, and I was thankful for that 1. So from 1 to 11,000, let's go. Let's get it. 2025 is coming, and today is your boy's birthday. Yeah, I'm happy to see another year around the sun. So check it. I'm gonna get right to it. This stuff with Puffy. I'm just gonna say this. When I report on Puffy, or when I give my opinion, that's just what it is. My opinion right now. The man is innocent until proven guilty. Everything they say about him is allegations. That's all I'm going to say right there. I'm not defending him, and I'm not telling nobody how to feel about it. I'm looking and I'm reading just like you are. The only difference between you and I is I work down there. I work down in the area. I was a correctional officer right there in the Tombs, right there in Manhattan, in close proximity to the jail that where he's working at and stuff like that. So I know just a little bit more about what should be going on, because rules and regulations change and everything. But this is what I'm going to say. I'm hearing that now. I told you guys in my first other video that how he should be watched after 24-hour surveillance, and around the clock, making sure that he don't hang up and do nothing crazy, making sure no weird things happen. All of a sudden, Puffy come up, deceased. You know what I'm saying? Like, allegedly like the Epstein or Weinstein guy. I told you that he should be by himself, in there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why he's not by himself, because if he was white, I'm just going to say it, he'd be by himself, a billionaire. Everybody else that came through there is by himself. What I'm hearing is that he's around other inmates and stuff like that. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. The first thing I said is, let's not make no mistakes about him all of a sudden coming up deceased. That was my first video. I told you how they watch him, or should be watching him. The second video, I said that, listen, and in that first video, I said, they're going to be looking at scrutinizing who's watching them, the correction officers that's watching them, doing their background, doing a thorough check on them to make sure they can't be persuaded or bought or something because he's a billionaire. Checking their stuff. The second video came out. They did investigations on the correction officers watching P. Diddy. Like I said, they don't trust y'all. They don't trust where he's at. They don't trust who's watching them. And then I'm just going to put it out there. 9 times out of 10, it's mostly black and Hispanic correction officers that they're doing investigation on to make sure that you don't get flipped by Diddy. And I don't mean in a sexual way. I mean, like, he got money and you probably do something for him or help him escape. Sometimes their thought and being precautious could be kind of wild. So those 2 things I told you, it came right out in the paper. Came right out in the paper about his conditions. It came out in the paper that they did an investigation on the officers. Boom. Fast forward to now. Now, why is it they found drugs and weapons in the facility that he's being held in? How, Sway? How? If you know that this is the dude, the hot topic, the it guy, the main thing that's going on in the world, besides the war, besides the presidency, you know what I'm saying? Don't let the conspiracy people get to talking. But you supposed to be on your P's and Q's, dot your I's across your T's as a warden. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got this guy here. They visit him every day. They reporting everything. He got on the phone and sneezed. Today, Puffy sneezed and didn't wipe his nose today. So everything about this man is news now. You supposed to be on top of it. You supposed to did a sweep of your own jail before the feds had to come in and do a sweep. They're all over. They're trying to build everything, find everything against this man, which, I guess that's their job. But you're supposed to have that jail clean sweep. You're supposed to have did a sweep yourself, because it's your jail. You know where the inmates got. Every cell in there where an inmate can hide something. You know every cell in there where inmate can hide something. The only thing that you really can't I guess, catch them is that they hide something in their body, their cavity, body cavity. So if you was a warden, you should have had that jail clean, sweep before any feds, before any outside entity could come in and do it for you. So if they did do it, they will find nothing. Yet so they finding drugs and guns. So it proves we don't trust you alone, warden and correction officers there, to watch this guy. Look at your jail. Look what we find in your jail. Let me just say something. If I was there and I was a corrupt officer and I was doing the things that I did on Rikers Island, because, this is extension of Rikers Island jails and stuff like that, but it's not Rikers Island, I would shut my business down. I would not be bringing nothing in. The inmates would just have to be getting whatever they're going to get from the visit floor, and I shut it down. I remember when I was hustling on Rikers Island. Like I said before, half ounce of cocaine, Hennessy, pouches of tobacco, cigarettes. I did it all. You know what I'm saying? Get my book, Corruption Officers, on Amazon. So, I remember inadvertently, I'm not calling them co-conspirators, but they would do random searches of housing areas inside Rikers Island. And I would get a phone call from security, but it wasn't, they didn't do it just for me. It was like a brotherly thing, an in-house thing, that they would call the officer to let them know that the search of, they're searching your housing area. They're not supposed to call because it's supposed to be just as surprise to the officer as it is to the inmates. But because, inmates watch officers. If I know that the search is coming in, I'm going to move a certain way. I'm going to act a certain way and probably give away that they're coming to search inmate cells. So I remember one time the officer called me, yo, G, Haywood, they coming to your area. I was dirty as all outdoors. I had a half ounce of coke in my pocket. I had just gave inmates like about 2 or 3 pouches of the Tops tobacco, which was like $300 a piece for me. And then I had my stash on me. I just got there and it was on their way. So what I did was I took my stash in the officer's station and put it in the ceiling. Right there, because guess what? Even if they suspect me, they're not going to do that in front of no inmate. They're not going to go up in my ceiling and start searching the bubble, because then it's going to show that we're not together. It's going to show that we're not unity if the captain and the whole squad come search the officer station. Why is the officer station got drugs in it? And then, God forbid, they don't find nothing. Then they're going to be looking crazy. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be calling the union and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did the dance. So they would call me and they told me that the squad is coming to my area to search the inmates. So now, all I had time to do was take the coke and whatever tobacco I had left and put it up in the ceiling in my office. And the minute I did that, now mind you, I just gave my guy like 4 or 5 pouches of tobacco to get, we had the customers to serve. So soon as I did that, I turn around on the gate. That's what they say when they want you to open the gate. I see the probe team, I see the helmet and this and that. And lo and behold, guess what they had? They don't do it all the time, but guess what they had with them? They had the drug-smelling dog. And who was the drug-smelling dog handler was a guy that I went to the academy with. So I'd be damned if I'm going to get busted bringing drugs in by my guy. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, he didn't bring the dog inside my officer station. Was that dog would probably be jumping up there trying to get to that ceiling. So the dog, I don't know, is trained to smell drugs. I don't know if it's trained to smell tobacco because it'd be around officer smoke. So now, like what I had to do was, he went on the floor, they did their routine, tearing up inmate cells, tossing the cell, and trying to find weapons and everything. Before they could get to the guy that I gave the pouches to, I sprung into action. I took my behind, I went out on the floor, I think I told the story before, and basically I searched him myself and yelled and screamed at him, put him in his cell and everything so they didn't have to search him. You understand what I'm saying? So they ain't have to search him. That was a close call. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not trying to give y'all instructions on how to do wrong, but you got to be smart about it. If you got Diddy in your jail, they on you. They on everybody. They watching you as an officer coming in and out. I don't care how cool y'all is, whatever. The feds is not cool with you. We don't work there, and we got to make sure that we keep this guy locked up. We got to make sure he gets no help, no special privilege, no nothing. Like I said, it's your boy Big G. I'm going to give you the real of how it's supposed to be with P. Diddy over there locked up in jail. And right now, they're doing some real funny stuff. They're doing some real funny stuff. I got more videos coming. You know, they finding guns and drugs in there. Hopefully, it ain't have nothing to do with P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I hope they can't put that on P. Diddy, that P. Diddy somehow turned the guards and the guards started bringing in more guns and drugs than they normally would. It's your boy Big G. They found guns and drugs in the jail where P. Diddy is being held. How did that happen? And I'm out.